This presentation examines the ethical hacker's dilemma in a case study format. It explores the ethical considerations of hacking, the consequence of ethical breaches, and solutions to mitigate this risk. Okay, let me move on our section. Ethical hacking. Ethical hacking, also known as white hat hacking, plays a crucial role in identifying and addressing security vulnerabilities. However, ethical hackers often face dilemmas that require careful consideration of ethical principles and responsibilities. The case study presents a scenario that highlights the ethical challenges faced by an ethical hacker during a security assessment. Then, the dilemma of ethical hackers. The ethical hackers dilemma is the conflict between the responsibility to protect the system and obligation to follow ethical principles. This dilemma arises when the ethical hacker discovers vulnerabilities that could be exploited by malicious actors. Okay, let me move on our case study. John is an experienced ethical hacker working for a cybersecurity consulting firm. He has been hired by healthcare organization to conduct a comprehensive security assessment of their network infrastructure. The organization stores sensitive patient data and any breaches could have severe consequences. During this assessment, John discovers a critical vulnerability in the organization database system. Exploiting this vulnerability could potentially provide unauthorized access to sensitive patient records. John faces an ethical dilemma. Should he exploit the vulnerability to gather more evidence and better understanding its impact, or should he immediately report it to the organization? Then we see the consequence of ethical breaches. The first one is legal framework. John must ensure that his action comply with legal requirements. Unauthorized exploitation of vulnerability is illegal and unethical. In this case, John has been authorized by healthcare organization to conduct the security assessment. And then second one is informed consent. John should ensure that the organization has provided informed consent regarding the scope and objectives of the assessment. Any potential risk and limitations should be clearly communicated and agreed upon beforehand. The third one is balancing risk. John needs to assess the potential risk associated with both exploiting the vulnerability further and reporting it immediately. He should consider the likelihood of unauthorized exploitation by malicious actors, potential harm to patient privacy, and the organization's ability to respond promptly. The fourth one is duty to protect. As an ethical hacker, John has a responsibility to protect the organization and its stakeholders. His action should prioritize the organization's interest, including safeguarding patients' data and maintaining public trust. Then, what is the solution and best practice for this problem? In this scenario, John should prioritize reporting the vulnerability to the healthcare organization without further exploitation. Exploiting the vulnerability could potentially expose patient data to unauthorized access and compromise their privacy, leading to legal and reputational repercussion for the organization. By promptly reporting the vulnerability, John enables the organization to take immediate action to mitigate the risk. The organization can initiate incident response procedures, patch the vulnerability, and strengthen their security measures to prevent any potential breaches. This course of action aligns with the ethical principle of protecting stakeholders and minimizing harm. Furthermore, John should ensure clear and open communication with the organization throughout the process. He should provide detailed information about the vulnerability, its potential impact, and recommendations for the remediation. This collaboration fosters trust between the ethical hackers and the organization, enabling effective resolution of security issues. Conclusion. Ethical hacking involves navigating complex ethical dilemmas. In this case study, the ethical hacker John demonstrates the importance of prioritizing the organization's interest and protecting stakeholders. By promptly reporting the vulnerability, he helps the healthcare organization mitigate risk and safeguard sensitive patient data. Ethical hackers play a crucial role in enhancing cybersecurity while adhering to ethical principles and responsibility. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you all enjoying the content. Thank you.